Hi everybody, I'm Ms. Cooksey and today we're going to talk about compound inequalities. There are two kinds of compound inequalities we're going to talk about today. We're going to talk about and compound inequalities and or compound inequalities. We're going to start with and. What I love about and or compound inequalities is they have a ton of application in computer science, which is the other thing I teach in my other passion. So, when we talk about and compound inequalities, what we mean is that both of those inequalities have to be true at the same time. So, for example, if I have an inequality like x is greater than or equal to 3 and x is less than or equal to 7, these inequalities have to be true at the same time. So this would show every number in the range from 3 to 7 and including 3 and 7. We can also write this inequality like this, where x is between 3 and 7 to show that x is within this range. When we graph and inequalities, we're going to show the top of the range and the bottom of the range. So here we have two closed circles for 7 and 3, and then x is between both of them. For our interval notation, we are going to have the first number and the last number. So we have 3 to 7. Notice they both have brackets. That's because both of these have equal to signs. Sometimes we're going to have to solve an and inequality when it's in this weird between, when it looks like this. So here we have 3y minus 4 is greater than negative 2 and less than or equal to 14. We're going to solve this the way we solve regular equations, except instead of solving or applying things to one side of the equal sign, we're going to apply everything to two sides of the equal sign. So let's see what that looks like. So we're going to add 4 to all three parts of this inequality. We're trying to isolate y, so 3y minus 4. To undo the minus 4, we add 4 to all three parts of the inequality. And we get 2 is less than 3y, which is less than or equal to 18. Then we're going to divide all parts of the inequality by 3. And we get 0.66 is less than y, which is less than or equal to 6. Next, we're going to talk about or inequalities. Or inequalities happen when only one of those two inequalities is true at the same time. So, for example, if we have x is less than negative 2 or x is greater than or equal to 1, only one of these two inequalities needs to be true at the same time. When we graph it, we're going to have two arrows going in opposite directions. So x is less than negative 2 or greater than 1. As long as it's in one of these arrow lines, we are good to go. When we write it in interval notation, we're going to have two intervals with the word or in between. Next, we've got our solving. Notice when we are solving with an or inequality, we have two inequalities next to each other and the word or in between. We are going to solve each of these by themselves. So the first thing we're going to do is we are going to subtract on both sides of the inequality symbol. In the first one, I'm subtracting 7 from both sides, and the second, I'm subtracting 3 from both sides. Then I'm going to divide, so I'm dividing by negative 2 and dividing by 4. When I divide by a negative, I have to switch my inequality sign, which leaves me with y is greater than 3 and y is less than or equal to negative 2. Thanks for watching. I hope this video was helpful. Make sure you subscribe so you don't miss a video, and I'll see you next time.